welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Kodai Senga. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one off the outside edge. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Mauricio makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Jason Dominguez stands in now and watches strike one. Senga in his third season, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. That misses. And that is ball one.
1 ball, 2
See if you can go
count.
upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Inside, almost got him. 1 out, base is empty. Right through there, got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera. Foul ball. Two outs. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Man, that's such a tough call for the umpire in real time, especially since those lines are not made of chalk the way they used to be. He got it right, though.
2 outs, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Into the bullpen and gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 of the year. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. It's Aaron Judge now. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the third and final game of the series. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Judge waits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Down. The count is full.
Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, throws it for strike 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Luis Gil.
Yeah, he's definitely had his struggles so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Next offering is fouled back. Lindor with a homer in his last game. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. That's off the inside corner. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And an important bat for them, batting 5th in this one, Mark Vientos.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jesse Winker, the next to hit, takes outside. Heel. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. The fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Fastball for a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
The 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go on to inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton matched a homer in his last game. Senga back to work.
Hey. 0-1.
Gonna count
Ball.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Inside ball.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. In there at the knees. 0-1. Goldie launched a homer in his most recent game. Wells stands at first with 1 out. And the next pitch is way outside. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Trent Grisham in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball, that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, they came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 strikes.
And that's too high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. That's out number 3. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Heel, a former rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Left field, Dominguez sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
To third. Over to Goldie. That's out number 2.
Batting 6, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Chisholm handles, throws to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
That's a ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Jazz goes down on strikes.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Let's go, Matt.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Come on, Matt.
2-0. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. And now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A solo shot. It's 2-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. He's already homered in this game. That one outside. Ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one's in there, and that's strike one. On the ground. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge. Went down on strikes his first time through. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo makes the grab, and that'll do it. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer, and it's 2-0. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's a little bit low.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Mauricio wrapped out 4 hits in his last game.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. 3 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 9th.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's Jose Siri. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Wow, that's
One ball,
89
two
on the
strikes.
gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And they'll do it again. This one in the air right field. Judge getting an angle on it. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
No balls, two strikes.
That's
One ball,
inside.
two
Still
strikes.
relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next
That's
one
a ball.
misses. And a count now even up. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one
That's
misses.
ball four.
So a
Take the
leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that
Up
outcome.
next,
It wasn't an
for the
intentional
Yankees,
walk, but
catcher,
he wasn't
Austin
exactly
Wells.
trying to attack the zone either.
Austin Wells getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that is out of play. In the dirt.
0-2.
Stanton gets his lead at first with nobody out. That
that's
misses,
up there.
and the count 1-2. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Paul Blackburn getting loose out there. Nunez also getting ready. The 1-2. That one
Nope,
missing
that's
inside.
inside.
Come on, punch him out.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. That one is gone. A 2-run homer, his 14th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kodai Senga departs, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Pitching for the
A new
Mets.
pitcher in the game, Paul
Number
Blackburn.
58.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Struck out swinging his first time. And ball 1. Goldie, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 37 years young. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. And the 1-0. There's the strike at the knees. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Walked his first time. That one ripped, but foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Yeah, the batter now, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor makes the catch, inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Francisco Lindor.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds. They're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And here's a 3-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Winker, batting with one down, takes a strike. And it's fouled away. The Mets hitless so far in the game. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Soto checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. And misses inside. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Slider squirts away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
Soto at second with 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Inside, and the count's even at 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Mets leave 1. They're down 4-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Blackburn back to work. In for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. He's already homered here in this one. Fought off foul. Blackburn, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. It 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now, with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter. Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
And a foul ball.
You can do it, man.
The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And now 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it 4-0. Back now with the Subway Series. Ready to go for the last half. Ground ball, Goldie. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Mauricio in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. Wow. A gigantic blast. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
One down. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. The other way. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Siri, the next to hit. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. Nimmo over at second, one down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Runner at second, 2 down. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one off the mark, 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next one just misses. And a full count now. Jesse Winker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that's way high. Ball 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Foul ball there. First and second here, no outs. Outside low, and a count even 1-1. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. The 1-1 is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. But now he won't try for third. Stays put with 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground, could be 2. To Mauricio for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 2. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jesse Winker. That one fouled off.
Well, these Mets, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes, the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Just missed.
1-1.
The Mets trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And that just misses. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down by a count of 4-2. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
No, that's foul.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one cutting but missing down low. Popped up. Mauricio. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz
Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the
Two
count.
down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he
No
was
ball,
out front
two
that
strikes.
time.
Shut them down.
And that one hammered. Soto ranging back. Just missed it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jake Cousins.
Jake
He doesn't get a
Cousins.
lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Mark
Leading off for the
Vientos
Mets,
now at the plate.
third
Has grounded out a
baseman,
couple of
Mark
times.
Vientos.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Cousins, the tall righty, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Inside,
that's inside.
just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
High fly ball, right field. Judge sizing this one up, nabs it, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Leaping, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-3.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Mauricio up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Line drive. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Brandon Nimmo will hit next. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one ripped. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jose Siri getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Reed Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Sit him down.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You can do it, Matt.
Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Judge over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
This one in the dirt. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And that one pulled foul. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. That one
2
missed.
balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. That misses,
3 balls, 2
and
strikes.
the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Sean Reed Foley is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Daniel Nunez comes on now, and this is appearance number 45. Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that one is inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. Alvarez collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 3. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Cousins back to work. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge is under it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter.
Here's Jesse Winker. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. They turn things over to the southpaw, Tim Hill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pitch misses, and that is ball
Count
1.
1-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Judge is there, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Mets. Score holds at 4-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Buto appears to be getting loose. Razoban warming up as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Next pitch misses way outside. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Volpe now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
He swings and fouls one off. And 1-2. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. On the ground to the left, Vientos. Slings to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 down, nobody on. In there at the knees. To the right side, Mauricio. Over to first. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now, P.Y. out.
Alonso.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Just missed. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Check swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time.
That's a ball.
That's a really good take.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a ground ball. Jazz tosses to first, and they're down to their last out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. It's a bomb. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 4 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Shortened the bunt. And missed it. It's
0-1's the
0-1.
count.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-2. Ball one.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Breaking
Ball.
ball
That's
inside.
inside.
Ball two. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. And he punches him out. He went around. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit. That's inside.
That's inside.
1-0. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it is gone. He circles the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they take the lead. It's 6-4. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Aaron Judge at the plate. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. There's a swing and a miss. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a two-seamer. One down, base is empty. And a breaking
Outside,
ball
that's a
misses
ball.
outside. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Stanton in the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. That's down and in. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Yankees 6 and the Mets 4.
Now pitching for
Back
the
here in
Yankees,
extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nimmo digs in now.
Ball one, no
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. But no advance. That's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. Ripped into left for a base hit. Mauricio rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe. 6-5 back within a run.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
gets going with a pinch hitter. Ryan Clifford.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Making a move at first. On to pinch run, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Right side, and that's just foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. Coming home. He'll score. The potential winning run holds at second, in scoring position now. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just 1 swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Lindor in the box now, takes strike one. Winning run on second, no one out. And a big swing and a miss.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. That's off the mark. And now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Nobody out. The winning run 90 feet away. That one to first. And foul ball. On the ground to third, might be 2. Over to Goldie. And that is a big first out. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Known for his calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luke Weaver taking over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Across is the winning run, and the Mets walk it off in extra innings.
This team was hoping they wouldn't have to hit in the bottom half of this inning, but they did because the other team scored that run. But they battled back, got the runs they needed for an awesome walk-off win.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.